On Biloxi's beach, Tim Southworth and his nephews volunteered for the Gulf's cleanup. Not oil, trash from last night's fireworks show. But they suspect the oil is on its way.
You just never know when it's going to come in.
New oil washed ashore today in Fort Morgan, Alabama, near the state's border with Florida. But across the Gulf today, cleanup boats anchored. Their yellow boom for skimming hung above rough waters. And in Biloxi, BP's idled fleet, including these docked barges in Mobile Bay, feeds the fear of Tim Southworth.
I think the boats are going to make a big difference on how much oil comes ashore. And if they're not working, we're screwed.
Near the spill site in the Gulf, 10-foot seas bullied a whale. It's the world's largest skimmer, more than 3 football fields long. No boats were out here skimming today in Barataria Bay. These waters were just too much. Waves of 5 to 6 feet. Anything over 3 feet is too much for almost any skimmer to go in. A whale's owners claim the ship can collect 21 million gallons of oily water a day. That would almost equal what BP's entire fleet has collected since the leak began. The Coast Guard wants proof, but testing has to wait for calmer waters, a couple of days away. Wildlife officials say a generation of sea turtles can't wait. So in Panama City, Florida, they're making crates to help move 70,000 turtle eggs about to hatch in Florida and Alabama, and then head straight for the Gulf and all that oil.
It's precious cargo that needs to be saved from certain doom in the Gulf of Mexico and moved to the East Coast where they've got a fighting chance.
On sea and land, BP says its fight to clean up the Gulf has collected almost 50 million gallons of oil. But that's perhaps 1/3 of what has spilled into the Gulf's ecosystem, smearing wildlife and blackening miles of beaches and coastline. Many Gulf Coast residents now track the drifting blob like a hurricane.
I don't believe it's going to be oil balls. It's going to be big oil slicks. And that's what's going to ruin our marshland and our beaches.
The one silver lining in all the day's bad weather, rough seas did not stop the drilling of BP's 2 relief wells, considered the permanent solution to this crisis. Erica?
That is the bright spot, but Mark, as you mentioned, the weather forecast for the coming days isn't exactly uplifting when you look at the need to continue the efforts out there in the Gulf.
Yeah, a series of small storms through Wednesday, possibly easing on Thursday, so you could get another full emergency response. But forecasters also spot a possible tropical storm in another couple of days. More bad news here on a coastline that really does deserve to catch a break.
Yeah,
Erica?
Maybe an understatement. Mark, thanks.